guys? It's Pete and Chris.
What's up, everybody?
BooCrew podcast, episode number 14. Happy Monday, everybody.
We're almost to the Crystal podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Number 15.
Friday is Crystal. We have a stripper named Crystal coming over. She's going to perform. Coming next to the main from the main stage is Crystal.
Here we go on here.
So how is everybody doing? Everybody have a good weekend? Chris, good weekend?
Oh, yeah. Yep, I didn't do much. I had a nice, relaxing weekend. It was fun.
I spent Father's Day at Ty's house.
Yeah. How Ty like his first Father's Day?
He was happy.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. All smiles.
Yeah, I got some. They give me three different pictures. One of me and Coast, first time I held him. One of Coast by itself, and then one of Ty. I like the picture, but Ty's not wearing a shirt, and I'd prefer he had a shirt on in the picture. But Coast is like laying on his, but I don't know, it's like he's trying to pose for some kind of baby lotion or something in a black and white kind of like. It's a really good picture. It's my son and grandson, but Ty could have had a shirt on. I'm just saying.
He could have.
I told Tina, I was like, you put that on your nightstand if you want to.
So we're streaming other places today too. So for those fans out there, I'm Chris. That's Pete. This is our podcast, the BooCrew podcast.
We're on YouTube right now live and on PeteMossShow, and we'll also post it on Facebook.
Yeah.
It'll be going on Facebook.
Yeah. And for those
we titled it Tattoos. This is a really random show. Well, at the end, we might tell you guys a secret, but we'll see. But a few different things we're going to talk about. But tattoos, because like right before we come over here, we started talking about tattoos. I said, let's talk about that. Like you see a lot of people with tattoos. Like I personally think if you have a tattoo, it should mean something. If you're going to get something on your body permanently, it should really mean something.
Okay, so you don't think you should just be able to get one just to be oh man, I think that's really cool. So it should have a meaning, not just be cool.
I mean,
to you.
it's something that's cool to you. I mean, yeah, that's meaning.
Okay, that's
cool
that's
to you,
meaning.
that's meaning.
Okay, all right. Okay, I get it.
So, like, do all your tattoos? Is there a story behind all of them?
You know, the I have one of your favorites. I have a tribal tattoo on my back across my shoulders. It's just a little tribal piece with like a little sun in the middle of it, kind of.
So what tribe are you
in? The tribe, Chris. I don't know.
See,
I'm not in a tribe.
Okay, so most people have tribal bands, and I always want to be like, hey, what tribe are you in? But I have armband, but mine is actually splashing water. Like that's because I love water. I grew up around the beach and the ocean, and I'm a swimmer, and like I love water.
Yeah.
That's why I have, and that actually goes with my son there that has my kid has time, and it's the name. So to me, my two tattoos there, it's the sun and the ocean underneath. Tyler, this is his name. That's my world.
Okay.
Sun, the ocean, my world.
I got you.
So it's kind of fade. I'm actually getting it recolored soon, but
yeah.
That's what that part means.
And then it goes perfectly in for the grandbaby, having Coast in there.
Well, he's getting. I'm thinking about getting his feet print.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was going to get the monkeys actually on my shoulder at one time, but
nah, man.
Coast might. I don't know. I might just have like feet printed all over my bag. I get walked on.
I think she said 13, and that's right, Tiffany. This one has actually been there. This is a mushroom tattoo that I've had since I was about, I don't know, like the 7th grade. So,
really,
very early teenage years. Yeah. And the meaning that I was just kind of a wild teenager, man, and that was kind of the stuff I was into whenever I was young like that. And so I got a tattoo of it.
Mushrooms are bad, okay?
No, mushrooms have all sort of healing properties, believe it or not. And that's the psychedelic ones and regular mushrooms. That's I take regular mushrooms, the turkey tail, daily, the extract.
I don't like mushrooms anyway. So.
Not at all? You don't eat them or anything?
Nah.
What is it? Is it a texture?
They had some mushrooms with the stuff in it looked really good. And I asked her, listen, I was like, if I eat the stuff out of the middle, will you eat that mushroom? She was eating, she's like, no. I was going like, here, eat the rest of this.
So it's a texture thing with you and the mushrooms.
Yeah, the monkeys don't like them either. You ever seen those videos?
I have. I looked it up.
Yeah, we don't play with mushrooms. That's a fun guy.
And by the way, guys over here on in this live, this is Monkey Boo's dad and Monkey Mila, Monkey Happy. Just so everybody knows, I'll give them a shout out on there because that's where BooCrew comes from because he's our buddy.
Monkey BooCrew.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. So like my other tattoos, obviously the one, my Monkey Boo logo. That's like I want to get it all dark red, like the sticker on my truck.
Yeah.
Erica has one. It's bigger. Hers actually looks better than mine does. And she's got Monkey Boo written under hers.
Ah.
So, but yeah, so obviously, like I've had Monkey Boo is of my 3 monkeys. He's the oldest. I got this tattoo when he was like 6 because I knew it was becoming a way of life. Well, it had been a way of life. But I understand and what I committed myself to. So, yeah, like, and then that's the symbol for titanium because that's what's in my wrist. And the lightning bolt was to remind me to never be afraid to use that. Don't, like, even though I broke the shit out of my wrist and had to have that surgery, like, to remind me that it's still there.
All right.
I always like lightning bolts. Like, I used to wear, I was cool when I was on surfer because I had a little silver lightning bolt. It looked cool. The girls liked it.
Oh, you thought you was tough stuff.
I was. It's talking about, shoot. I dare somebody, like, I think that was summer after 3rd grade when I got my ear pierced.
Okay. I was a skateboarder whenever I was a very young person. So I had both of my ears pierced at one point in time.
You had the big hole, didn't you?
No, I didn't have the gauges.
You was like that close to going down that route. Probably.
I was probably pretty close because I did have my, what was it called?
LeBray?
Yeah. Go ahead. I know. We've talked about what the LeBray means.
That means ball scratcher in French, bro.
Well, I was young and didn't know.
He came over with his. I was like, why have you got that in? I was like, that means ball scratcher in French.
Look, can somebody confirm that? Does LeBray mean ball scratcher in French or in any other language? Just to confirm anybody that's out there. So, but I had that. Had my tongue pierced. But I had earrings in both ears at one time. I thought I was hot stuff, man.
You had your tongue pierced?
Yeah.
Dudes ain't supposed to do that.
Well,
like a girl don't need to do it. God almighty, but I mean, having something stuck to your tongue seems fucking atrocious.
It hurt.
Like you think?
It did. I did not enjoy the tongue piercing at all. The tongue swells up for like a week or something like that. I mean, whenever you're young like that,
and you call it a stereotype. You can call it what you want. A girl that has her tongue pierced. I mean, I'm not going to state the obvious here, but it is what it is. Like, I don't think there's one case where a girl is just walking around with her tongue pierced that is like, nah, I ain't into all that. I ain't into that. It's not my thing.
You got a point, so.
Like everyone, man.
So, yeah.
Dude, how long did you have your tongue pierced for?
No, probably a couple of years. Yeah. That was the thing, man. Whenever I came,
thought that only what letter would they be? The G's. I thought only the G's did that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so because when I came out of high school,
if there's something you got like Chris, we have we're cultural friendly.
We are.
If you got to tell us something,
there's nothing for me to tell.
I didn't know you had your tongue pierced.
I did. When I came out of high school, that was the thing for like the skateboarding, the alternative kind of kid. I'm sure he probably made fun of me too for getting it done. Like, you're an idiot or whatever, But, it is what it is. But, I mean, how many people out here actually have tongue piercings still? I mean, I bet there's a bunch of people out there that have them. Because, you know, the way things are now for the teenagers, they go back like 20 years and redo everything that we did or their parents did. And that's what's happening now. That's why like Nirvana and stuff.
Would you pierce your nipple?
I would not pierce my
for
nipple.
$100.
No, my nipples are tiny. I have got little teeny nipples, and I'm not piercing. I'm not piercing anything.
For $500.
You give me 1,000 and I might. What's Cody saying? He had a tongue piercing once, but he accidentally ate it when he was eating a sloppy Joe. Oh
my God. See,
Cody.
I mean, of all the reasons not to have one, there's another one. I tell you, like, it may go down with your sloppy joes.
So whenever I had my labret piercing, and remind you, everybody, this is like at least 20 years ago, maybe even more. It may have been a little more, but I was working at a chicken chain. I'm not going to say the name of the place I was working, but I was back there frying chicken, and the piercing hadn't been there really long for the labret, and I was making chicken, doing my thing, and all of a sudden my coworker was all, "Hey, where's your labret piercing at?" I was like, "What?" And I felt, and it was not there. And which I did change the chicken out right away. "Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?"
That's funny.
But, yeah, that's disgusting.
So, did you have them at the same time?
No. That the labret
Sounds
was
like
first.
you went through like a little gothic stage.
It was that alternative
Or
stage, man.
Emo?
No,
what
I'm
did
not.
Say? Is it emu
Is
or
it
emo?
emu? No. It's emo. Yeah.
What's the difference?
Between an emu and an emo, an emu is an animal.
Hold on. What's the difference? My phone said, "Big Daddy, how can I help?" Oh, that's too good. Look. All right, say it again. Say it again.
Well, I don't even remember what you want me to say.
I know. Emo and Gothic.
Oh.
What is the difference between Gothic and emo?
Is there a difference?
Emo and Gothic are subcultures often mistaken due to their dark fashion, but differ in music, ethos, and origins. Emo is rooted in emotive hardcore music, while goth originates from post-punk gothic rock, each promoting distinct philosophies and aesthetics. I don't really. Thanks. There's some differences. It's pretty much. Usually, I say, "Do you want to hear more?" That was interesting.
Well, when I lived in Seattle for a while, and I remember going to some, like, I was young, I was barely a teenager at all, but I could go to like the clubs with my sister, I guess the ones that were like all ages to a certain hour, and I remember going in there and seeing the Gothic people for the first time, you know, with the makeup and the black lipstick, and you know, that looked like they haven't left their house in 20 years in the sunlight. And I remember thinking, at first I was kind of like, man, this is really cool and different. I've never seen this before. And then once I started like digging into it a little bit more, I was like, you know, I'm more of a people person than one of those Gothic people. I believe I don't have a problem with them. Matter of fact, I think it's.
You were probably not old enough. You probably never went to a park elevator in Charlotte.
No.
Dude, that was a weird club.
The park elevator.
Yeah, it was. That it had a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Because you know what an Amy Lee fan I am, and for real, like if I was dating Amy Lee, I might be on the podcast next week wearing black mascara. She's in the dark, you know, like.
Dude, I would love to see.
Saying if I was single and I started dating Amy Lee, I would love to be wearing black mascara if she wanted me to too. Like I'd be dressed in all black. I like black; it's my favorite color.
Yeah, that's right.
Work out.
Well, so you would be like, what was Garth Brooks's? Was it Garth Brooks's other? Chris Gaines, wasn't that his gothic persona? It was either Garth Brooks or else it was Miley Cyrus's daddy. It was one of the two, but they like his cover of his album. He was like had black hair and he didn't have any shoes on.
That sounds like Billy Ray.
It could have been. It could have been.
You've seen his performance at the inauguration party, right?
I don't.
Where
think
they had
so.
to come get him off the stage and stuff.
No. What he did?
Billy Ray, dude.
What'd he do?
He could have been drunk. I think he was on mushrooms. I think he was tripping. I think he was balls deep. Man, you did not see that? We can't pull it up for copyright. You guys have to go watch it. Oh my gosh.
All right.
So he come out there. What did he song? Did he do Achy Breaky? No, he played another song first. And he did Achy Breaky Heart, but they unplugged his guitar and stuff, man. That dude come out and act like he was fixing it. And he was a cappella and Achy Breaky Heart. He was wrecked, dude.
Really?
And then he was doing a solo song and he was singing into the mic and he walked away and I guess it's another one of his songs and he forgot to take the microphone with him. He was still singing. And I was like, really, dude?
Oh my God!
They had to come out there and get him off the stage, man.
Man, I don't know why
They turned his music off and stuff. Yeah, it was I bet you his daughter was mad because dude, he was super, super smashed. It was a really bad idea to let him go out there.
Huh?
I can't.
How did other than thinking that he was smashed? How'd he look?
Rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like he was geeked out. He was man. Tell me, that dude was hammered on something.
And this is Billy Ray.
Yeah, this
Billy
is the
Ray
past,
Cyrus.
like during the night before the inauguration when they was having all them.
Huh.
Like, yes, you go. Oh, watch the whole thing. It's like 9 minutes long. It's cringy, man. It's like, wow, Billy, what are you doing, man?
Speaking, I ain't gonna crash on this long at all. But did you see where Elon apologized to Trump in a text message a few days back? Not a text message. I mean on X or Twitter or whatever.
Man, after the stuff they said to each other,
yeah, he was like,
"You take your apology, man." I was like, "Fine, whatever, dude."
Dude, he was like,
"We're done."
He was like, I owe the president of the United States an apology. I said some things I shouldn't have said. Dude, this is like toddlers. It's so funny. But
some of the stuff that they publicly said towards each other as a man, you can't like if you want to apologize, that's fine, but I don't fuck with you no more. Like, it is what it is. Like, I mean, even if we have to get together to do some kind of business or something, it will be nothing but business. And then once I'm face to face with somebody, I'm going to tell you, I'm like, look here, man. The way things are, we may be around each other again. Pop your fucking mouth off on social media and let the whole world read it again. See these cameras right here? Like, they go release a video, I'm gonna knock the shit. I'm gonna punch you in the face, dude. I'm not playing. If I was either one of them, I'd be like, put me on blast like that again.
I am gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah, I'll be like,
enough of this shit.
Like, say that shit again. Say that again. I dare you. Say it again.
Oh man,
ever do say some stuff like that about me?
Yeah.
Man, they took crucial stabs at each other a lot.
They did. It was hardcore.
It was kind of hilarious.
And I thought it was.
I seen this comedian, Josh Johnson, I think is his name. He's funny. And he was telling a story for a long time about this kid he went to school with that was getting bullied by this kid and this and that, and how they'd come down and they were supposed to fight. And then all of a sudden he goes, and then Elon and Trump started sending tweets to each other. But it was basically like it was comparing them to the bully and the smart kid. The bully and the smart kid. The story, it was pretty funny.
I mean, which one was supposed to be
the smart kid was fighting in anime. They actually had a fight after school, and the smart kid was fighting in anime. It was freaking hilarious. And then, like I said, he tells all these jokes about the kids, and he goes, and then Elon and Trump got into an argument. It's freaking hilarious.
That's hilarious,
dude. Yeah, it was pretty good the way you put that together.
So I just want to put it out here really quick, get off subject for a second. Y'all haven't heard any beeping going off. So last week, Tiffany, thank you. We got the smoke alarm taken care of, so we're no longer worrying about the chirping ceiling birds.
Or it could just be unplugged.
It could be.
It's not beeping anymore. So yeah, thank you for that.
But so the tattoos though. So the meaning of the mushroom there, that would have been my first one. And I guess there was a meaning because I was just a stupid young kid. But the meaning that stuck with me is don't be a stupid kid, because I plan on getting this one covered up pretty soon. So think about what you're doing. Try not to make bad decisions as a young person. That's the meaning behind that one. But the other one, so I have these blue flames that are on both my arms. And got those. I was late teenager. And then I got a really bad infection. and but they have no meaning. I was just young and thought these were cool.
I got to get checked for hepatitis.
No, I did get MRSA though. I really did. I had MRSA on both my arms really bad, and I mean it was wild, man. My arms were swollen up. They looked rough.
I'd probably be bad at tattoo, dude. Like, hey man, like what the hell?
I was, but everybody was like, oh, they were like it was either a dirty needle or how I kept it, and I didn't keep them very good. I was working outside at this time, and I'm pretty sure I wrapped them up in like a shirt that I had in the truck so I didn't get dirt all over them.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
And caused me all kind of problems. But
bad idea.
Yeah, but I don't do that no more. And no, really the only one that has like serious meaning to me. There's two of them that have meaning, and that's this across my chest right there. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
No regrets.
No
regrets.
No regrets. No, it says it's better to burn out than to fade away. The Neil Young song, but I got it because that was one of Kurt Cobain's last words in his suicide note. I was a big fan as a younger person, and that's why I got that one. And then I've got some Fish lyrics right here that I'll show everybody, from a song called Drift While You're Sleeping. And that is for my late wife that passed away in March. And it's a song that was sentimental for me. It's it's kind of a death song, really, that the singer for Fish wrote. And because he lost one of his buddies, and I guess he wrote the song kind of in memory of him. So I got the lyrics tattooed on me for memory of her. So that one's probably the most meaningful one that I have altogether.
Yeah, but you do see the people like my cousin Kevin, Squall's brother.
Uh-huh.
He's got some kind of symbol. It looks pretty cool, but it's in Chinese writing
on
the back of his neck. And when I seen it, I was like, he got it when he was in college years ago, and I was like, he's like tattoo. I was like, Chinese, huh? I said, it's Chinese. He goes, yeah. And I was like, what does it say? And I forgot what he told me. I said, well, what do you think? I said, who knows? But I said, it's interesting that you would get Chinese on your neck. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. Ain't nothing about us Chinese. Like, why would you get something Chinese written on your body? You're not from. If I was Chinese, I might get a Chinese tattoo.
I mean, for one, how do you know if that thing really stands for what people say it stands for? I mean, I would be a little sketchy about getting something that's not in my language.
He made it pretty far in college. Like, he's got like a master's degree, like in English or something. Like, he was on his way to a doctorate. So, like, I imagine he probably actually got the right thing, but. Why would you get something in Chinese, dude? We're not Chinese. I don't understand why people do that.
No, I don't either.
The tribal bands there's so many, remember back in the 90s, so many people got tribal bands. Every time I'd be like, oh, got a tribal band, tribal tattoo. What tribe you in?
I mean, there's one that was unfinished on me right there on the back of the leg. It just looks cool. But that outline on that whole thing hurt like hell. That's why I've never went back and got it finished.
Oh my goodness.
So maybe one day. So
yeah, so like there's a few people that actually have the BooCrew tattoo.
They send them to you, show you the pictures of them and stuff online.
Auntie Erica has one.
Auntie Erica.
Well, that's what the monkeys call her. I call her she's actually like your age, but I call her my older sister Erica. But it's just an inside joke with me.
Okay, all right.
But she's super cool. And she has one. Aunt Margie has one.
Really?
Yeah, she's older lady. On her forearm too. She has one. Tattoo.
Oh yeah.
There's this girl. One time had Monkey BooCrew tattooed behind her ear. So she's got the podcast name on her ear too.
Huh.
Well, BooCrew's the podcast, but same thing. She's got it behind her ear. It actually looked pretty cool. There's somebody else. Martha. She's got... Boo picked a scab off her arm one time. And it left a little mark.
Uh-huh.
And she put... I think she put in little bitty letters Monkey Boo and a little smiley face underneath it on her arm.
That's funny, man.
Yeah. So
it's funny how many people, the type of people that follow and watch the Monkey Boo stuff, man. It's...
Man, Boo's personality. Boo wants, he's like, it's not complete until a girl tramp stamps it.
No
like,
pictures of a tramp stamp yet?
No.
No?
I'm saying, like I said, there might be somebody I'm forgetting that has it. There is somebody in the UK that has it too on their arm.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Heck yeah.
That's why, that's crazy when it's like, man, somebody's got our logo on their arm. Or I'm flattered by it.
Yeah,
it's cool.
As you should be. That's cool stuff, man. Boo's awesome. All the monkeys are, man. I know they make all your fans. They love them to death, man. And if somebody can look at them things, man, and get a smile out of it, especially going through a tough time or whatever, man, that's shit.
I've been making videos.
I've
been doing YouTube for a long time, and when I set out doing the videos with Boo, that was the whole all the stuff I'd done. My comedy stuff was so raw. I made almost all that stuff disappear. I had to because I wanted the brand I wanted to build with Boo's audience was a completely different thing. What I wanted to do, and I stayed true to that model with the Monkeys videos, and I always have. So I always tell people, if you're watching Monkey Boo and you decide to come watch stuff, PeteMossShow stuff, I promise you can park your kids, grandkids, nephew, niece, any kids in front of Boo. You ain't got nothing to worry about in Monkey videos.
Yeah.
But there might be some stuff like when Chris thinks that I'm going to use Jack and Diane. I got emotional the other day after we did the podcast. I smacked the table and went on a cussing rant.
Yeah, you got upset.
I just couldn't believe that. All day, I couldn't believe it. No, I'm not messing with it. I don't like that song. I don't like the song.
And again, y'all, if you on either one of these live streams here, please go back and at least watch podcast episode 13. Me and Pete did the clap and push up challenge, which was awesome. Pete showed an amazing video at the end of the podcast where he fell at the skate park.
No, it was at the park.
Or that was just at the park?
Yeah, I wasn't on a skateboard. It was a flat bar that you walk on.
Oh, that wasn't for
it was S shaped.
That wasn't for doing rail slides?
No, I wasn't on a skateboard.
Oh, I know you wasn't on the skateboard. I thought it was a skate park you were at, though. Either way,
no.
He was walking on this rail.
That was sand I fell on, luckily.
Dude, really?
Yeah, it was like a big sandbox.
Okay. Well, either way, go back and watch that again. It's absolutely hilarious. And let us know, again, if y'all watch it again.
Pretty funny,
I mean, the fall was absolutely hilarious, man.
I could have got really hurt. It's not that funny. I mean, it's funny, but haha.
You could have got hurt. Not that you did get hurt.
Did I tell you that one of Boo's fans reached out and was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, and I messaged her back and I was like, the city's charging me like $300 because I messed that piece of granite walking thing up. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that." I told her, I was like, "Really?" I was like, "I promise I'd hurt that piece of steel." Not one bit.
Oh my God, man.
In fact, I would say it won. It's still standing there talking about, man, I body slammed this dude one day.
Dude, that was so awesome.
I took his feet right out from under. He dropped right on his back.
Boo just jumped right off of your back and he was all like, "Hey man, what's wrong with you?" He's like, "You all right? What you falling for?"
I fell on a skateboard one time in Alabama. Crucial trick and fall on a skateboard. And the trick I'd done it it was the third time doing it. And I still went back and videoed it, but it was a little more cautiously done than when I videoed it. But on that third one, because the first two were so smooth, I just got way too comfortable with it. I tried to go a little further out, and the board shot out on me, and it projected my elbow. Every now and then, my elbow still hurts. Right there, I can feel it. Yeah, right there's where I like it. It jolted me, but like I said, within about 10 minutes after I did it, I tried it again and I landed it. I'm hard-headed like that.
Yeah.
So
how'd softball go? Yeah, no, you ended up not playing.
Yeah, man. See, I was trying to do my class. I'd have probably been like, I'm gonna go for 20.
What, 20 clapping push-ups? The people watching, if you've watched the last podcast, do you think Pete can do 20 clapping push-ups?
I was rolling through them just fine.
I'm telling you, whenever you was doing when you did your clap,
sorry, I got fast hands.
I don't even think you were bouncing up off the ground. I think your arms were staying straight, and you just put them
How much?
together.
Okay, let me ask you this. How much would you bet? I'll take 25 poker chips, not quarters, poker chips. They're much wider.
Right.
And put them on my elbow and flip them and catch them. How many tries do you think it'll take me to catch all 25?
One try. I think I can do it too.
I've done 28 before, and I will catch 25. I can hustle. I can hustle on that.
You got to have big hands in order to grab them. You know, you got to be pretty quick.
Let me show you this something. With a monkey on my shoulder too. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me go to my page. Switch accounts.
Pete's looking something up over here, y'all.
We're gonna look at the video. No, this is one of my things, man.
What about so everybody, Pete's like 10 years older than me. Right at it. I want to challenge him.
This is such a bad idea for him.
I want to challenge him to a race, and I think that I can run backwards and beat him in a race with him running forward. He thinks that he can beat me running around a set of bases, like softball bases.
Now, what I told him is if we started at second base and took off from second to home, where you got a round third, Chris don't play ball. I do. Chris don't know how to turn that corner. I do. Where even if he's faster, he's going to lose time on that corner.
I don't think so.
You're probably run damn near to a complete stop and have to start back up again. I'm going to flow through that corner.
I don't think
like
so.
Like a NASCAR driver. It's a left, like a left turn.
I think you're wrong about that.
No, man.
Whenever you go batting practice next time, we're gonna have to bring the phones and record it and show, because I think I can beat you for sure on the bases.
What he said is he was gonna run backwards and outrun me.
Yeah.
He was like
an NFL defender.
Distance, set it 20 yards. That's 60 feet. That's a pretty good race.
20 yards.
However,
20 yards is probably good. That's probably far enough.
You're gonna fall down if you try. There's no way you can run. Like, for real? Come on.
All right, well, look, here's the deal. If you beat me running backwards, then I'll race you again going forward. And I bet you for sure I can get you.
You're younger. I mean, like
that's why I'm trying to give you some leeway, man. You know.
I outweigh you by like 25 pounds. I got like 20 more pounds of muscle I'm carrying around.
Muscle.
Man, hold on. Let me find this video and show you. I'm not seeing it.
Oh, look, Monkey Boo.
I'm not. Oh.
As it says on there, click to invite Boo to come join.
Oh, he's live?
Invite Monkey Boo to join live. Yeah, that's what he says. Is that you? You on there looking live?
I was. Okay.
What's it got? It says that we're trying to get 3 roses. What's that mean, y'all?
I'm not sure. Doing it. I've seen you get some battle requests over there.
Is that what they are? Battle requests?
Chris is live on his TikTok page.
Yeah, I'm new at TikTok, y'all, so I'm just figuring it out.
Yeah, so since you're calling me out at running, we can make a full podcast out of this. May not be able to be live the whole time, but like we can do it out here, or we can go to a court. Like, let's play a game to 21.
Nah, man, I ain't playing you in basketball, dude. I know better.
What?
That is an automatic L for me. I will lose, dude. For one, I might be 6 feet tall. I suck at basketball. I might be a decent defender, but I already know that Pete is a better ball player than me when it comes to basketball.
I'm probably the best basketball player you know personally. Let's just keep it real.
I mean,
even above Ty. Ty's my son. I will beat Ty in basketball.
I mean, I don't know a lot. I'll tell you what, dude. I don't know, dude. I do know a guy. The bass player in my band, Carolina Vibes, y'all. The bass player, Paul's a basketball guy, and Paul's he's probably a couple inches taller than you. He's got a little bit on you. He's a giant.
I've always played against taller guys.
Well, his dad was his dad coached somewhere in high school.
So he's played.
Well, his dad has actually coached some famous NBA players.
Wow.
And yeah, he's coached some really good college folks too.
Man,
what you looking up?
I'm gonna show you me with Happy. Man, I've done it on Facebook Live. I do it all the time. I'll get like 20 poker chips out and just put you first shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it. I might be a world record holder at that. I've done 20, either 27 or 28 chips. But man, them poker chips are like, yeah, I have to catch them long ways
Yeah.
when they're that long. There's a technique to it. But yeah, we can play basketball, and then we'll go to the gym, to the pool, at the Y or somewhere, and we'll do some laps. Let's do the 50 freestyle.
Man, you'll kill me.
Then we'll do the 50 backstroke.
Hello.
Like, since you're gonna, like, I don't know, like you didn't woke up to competitive fire. Then we'll go bowling.
Oh, now there we go. There we go.
And then,
I will
and then,
definitely
and then
take
we'll
you
get the
in some
darts
bowling.
out. We will go shoot pool.
Do you have a dartboard?
No.
I will go get a dartboard for next time and bring it over here. I love shooting darts, and I'm not too bad at it.
Do you know how to play the game? I don't remember. Like,
what is it? You played like three
Chris,
on one or something like that?
I'm accurate. I don't have a really strong arm, but I'm really accurate. One time I was in Virginia, and I was had left from the hotel where my softball team was staying out with somebody, with this girl. But anyway, so this was years ago, and she was wanting to go see some of her friends at some other place, and they were playing darts, and I didn't realize they were playing for rounds, which was fine. Like, but I didn't know how to play. I didn't actually know what you were supposed to exactly throw at and stuff. I don't remember it still, but like it got to be, it was my turn, and we needed so many. I don't remember, man. I had to do like two times in a row. I had to throw like 3 really good darts. I had to hit some shit.
Did you get it?
Well, I realized I had changed jeans and left my money. I didn't have no cash on me. I didn't want to be embarrassed and go. And I didn't know those guys. I didn't know how they was gonna act. Like, hey man, we're just playing for drinks, playing for beers or whatever. And like I had to summons my inner clutchness, and even that girl that I was with, I was like, tell me what I need to throw at exactly. And she goes, well, like I remember one of them was like on the 20. The two little lines. She goes, you can get it in one of them. That'd be really good. Yeah, I said, not in the 20, in that outer rim of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. That's a triple 20.
And then it was something else, and she was like, yeah, you need to. And I did that, and I think the last time I had to hit the 20.
Yeah, because the way that your 20 is actually, I think, your highest score, because the bullseye, I think, is 50 points.
I think 5 out of them last 6 darts, I put it in one of them little bitty spots.
Heck yeah.
I locked in, bro. I was like, man, I can't be embarrassed, and I don't want to.
I like playing.
We don't do the situation.
I like playing. I'm tall too. I get that long reach.
We can go to the golf course.
Oh,
par 3. We can go to putt.
Oh, if we go golf, we got to go do disc golf too. That's the only.
Freaking hippie golf.
I'll smoke you.
I've been. Tyler's got a basket at his house.
Yeah.
From 40 feet in, I'm deadly.
We need to go play. I will smoke you, man.
I told you about why I quit playing disc golf. I went one time.
You got hit.
Either Tyler or Squall from like freaking 80 feet away. One of them ones that goes way far. Freaking threw it and hit me. I didn't even see it, man. I was mad because I threw mine and didn't go the way I wanted or something. I don't remember. But I was just walking. I was just walking off by myself. It was hot and stuff. And all of a sudden, bam, back of the head, I got hit by one.
Damn, that didn't scream at you.
They was like, they didn't say nothing until after. It was like, hey. I was like, fuck, man. And I was serious too. I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm leaving.
God,
I was like, everybody, if you ain't in the car when I get in there, I will leave your asses here. I'll screw you guys. I'm going, right, here you go, Chris. I'll show you guys. What up, Chris? Take it.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, that's just 4.
Yeah, this is 4. Pete do a little magic trick where he can grab all the quarters. Boom, got him. Oh. He's got 20 bicycle poker chips. Got him on his elbow.
With a monkey on my shoulder.
Yeah, with a monkey on his shoulder and reaching down and grabbing him. And you think you can do 27 or 28, you said?
I've done 20. That's my record.
Oh, he got them all, too. 20 of them.
That's how you catch them straight.
Yeah. All right.
Let's skip it a little bit.
Much bigger.
You guys, it's on Boo's TikTok page.
Yeah.
There's 20 of these. And I got a monkey on my back. Get on my shoulder. Step here.
Happy with happy.
Focus.
I'm still happy.
Focus. I guess I'll let that.
Now, what'd be impressive is if you could get the monkey to do that.
Yeah. Happy does backflips.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's a backflipper for treats. Oh yeah, he does some backflips.
That's cool.
But yeah, so we can do we have to pick out a few things. I don't bowl very often, but it's just one of those things, man. Like if it involves throwing something or something like that, I'm probably going to be good. At it.
Then we should go to putt, and we should do putt, skee ball, and then we can do the claw machine and see who's got.
Skee ball, I'm dropping in that top one a lot.
No,
like Steph Curry.
No,
bro.
Caitlin
Clark style.
I don't believe that for a second.
It's all in the man. Oh man, come on, man.
Look, I will beat
Smooth,
you.
Chris.
I will beat you with going to the center every time. In my that perfectly smooth roll. It makes that noise whenever you do it, and then it's.
And ain't the ones like 100 points in the top corners?
I think they're 50.
I can put one in now.
You gonna have to. But
get a little.
no, we got to go in. No warm up. That's
I
where.
don't even warm up to play skee ball.
All right, and then
Roll me some balls out here, coach.
and putt though. But I don't think anybody has an advantage at putt. It doesn't matter if you're good at golf or not. I think that putt is a skill of its own. And
it is. It's different.
Yeah,
You don't have to be good at golf.
because for one, we get the same clubs. You get the same putter. They're too short. You're leaned down real far. You know, we'll have.
They have taller ones, but you know what's funny? Like the putter I have in my golf stuff is pretty much it's very similar to the putters that I like. I don't like the big bulky putter. I like the blade.
All right,
Like that.
I got you.
I actually prefer that kind of putter. I can finesse the ball more. I feel like.
All right.
Key to putt's figuring out them places where you got to bank the ball and stuff like that. There's a
Oh yeah.
so, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll putt circles around you.
We're definitely going to do one of these from the putt place. If we don't do one live, we just need to have.
Oh, they got batting cages there too.
They do.
We can make a.
It's been a while since I
get
batted.
scored on your hits and your putt and skee ball.
Man, I'd probably be like Willie Mays Hayes out there. Every one I hit's gonna go straight out. Shooting, swinging for the fences.
Man, the only thing down there is that they make you wear a helmet, and I don't. Man, it's all they're rubber balls, and like I don't need to wear a helmet for that. But I've had them turn the machine off on me because I wouldn't put it on.
Really?
Yeah, I just wear a hat and a ball cap and put it on.
I mean, you can't.
I'll turn my hat around backwards and put that. I hate wearing those helmets. It's so, and I don't like honestly though down there. That's not. It's the only thing it does any good for is just actually swinging the bat. Like any kind of like trying to hit a really good like the way I hit. That don't do me no good because the pitches are real wild and the ball don't feel the same coming. That's a different kind of ball. It's a hard rubber ball. It don't feel the same. So the only thing it's good for is endurance on swings.
All right.
That's for me.
All right.
But I can still get on there. They used to have that green wall up, and you had to not hit the top net and hit it over that wall, and it was a home run. But the way it is now, if you can line drive the back
Is
wall,
that what that is?
Except Chris is going to do a battle.
All right.
Look, he's from Pakistan. Oh yeah, that is from Pakistan, man.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
So,
All right.
so do this right here.
Which one?
Does that say match?
Match is in the middle. There you go. All right.
Chris is about to have his first TikTok battle over there.
No, we'll see what happens.
Let's see if he accepts it. Oh, he left. He didn't want to play it.
All right. Well, see you later, buddy.
I hit the little link in the bottom left corner.
Which the host or guest?
Yeah. And then invite quick. There you go. Somebody may pop up.
All right.
Chris is just learning about the TikTok. He's doing it on there.
I'm social media stupid, y'all.
He does his lives at night on Facebook. I was playing his guitar. I was like, dude, you should be doing it on TikTok too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, which I have been. So if you're watching, go check me out sometime around about 7:30 in the evening times on TikTok, jcb.guitar.repair.
Yeah. So if there's any other, what else could we throw in there? like anything going to the ball field, like you're pretty much, you don't want to mess with. You got the volume turned down or something.
I do. It's turned off. I
can
turn
turn
it
it
up.
Yeah. Just make sure they ain't playing any music or nothing.
There it goes.
That's what comes to battle you.
But you want the battle?
He might just be talking to his people. Hit the match thing.
Boom.
Okay, now he's got that music playing. Tap. Let's see the little speaker under his name. It'll come back up. Right there. Tap that.
All right.
No, that's good. You got him. You got him muted. Just tap somewhere on the screen.
There.
Okay.
Boom.
Got him going.
All right. We're battling it up on there, y'all.
How many people's in your thing? Top right corner up there. 0 or 6?
I think it's 0.
Oh, he's playing against 0.
Well, he'll win then. I don't know nothing
Now,
about that.
well, now you know how to do it. So
Yeah. We'll let it go. It's 4.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah, like, what about just shooting the basketball?
oh, I can shoot like playing horse.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd be down with a game of horse. I ain't playing you in a full on game though.
Okay. We can play horse too.
Yeah,
Definitely. Horseshoes, cornhole.
Now I like y'all got any cornhole?
No.
What are they even called? Cornhole what?
Boards. I
Boards.
guess, and bags. No.
I
But
like
it's just one of those things. It's throwing something.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably gonna be good at it.
You think you can still throw a football like you used to? You think you still got good aim?
Oh yeah.
What's the longest you think you got?
What do you mean?
Like your best throw, your longest throw. You think you can still throw about 50 yards?
Football, probably not. That's a long way to throw football. It's 150 feet.
Dude, my buddy Beatty,
That's slinging it.
the UFO guy. So I have this football outside for Luna, the dog, and it has no laces on it. Dude, he hurled that thing. You know how big my yard is? From almost where the house is all the way to the fence. He almost threw it over the fence, and he probably could have thrown it over the fence.
Up to 30 yards, I can throw a dime.
Okay.
Like, I can drop it on the spot.
Right.
Like, if you let me stay in the middle of the field on the 30-yard line and put a bucket right at the front corner of the end zone, they give me five throws, I'm dropping one in there.
No.
I'm pretty sure. I think I can.
No, I'm
In a
not
trash
good.
can. Not a 5-gallon bucket. My gosh. That's tough. That'd be like a trash can.
Yeah, big trash can. Yeah.
No problem. That's what they throw at.
I can't throw that far. I can throw far enough, but I don't have that snap in my wrist. I don't know what's up.
But I'm going ahead and like the clapper from the push-ups from the last, like I demand a rematch.
Oh, we could do a rematch whenever you're ready for the push-ups.
Probably this Friday. We'll knock them out.
All right.
I'm breezing through them now, so that's no problem.
You want to up it? You want to do 15?
We'll just do. You go first.
No.
That's Pakistan.
Well, let's see. I still don't have anybody in here, so they'll win.
Look.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, just send match and put him on mute.
Let it go.
That is so funny. Chris is in his first TikTok battle over there. This is too epic.
Yeah, there ain't even nobody in here though. So, how many he's got on there?
You can't look. You have to have somebody on your side to look.
All right.
It's all good.
All right.
But what you got? What all you got going on this week?
Man, I got an easy week, man. But working on guitars. So if y'all have guitars y'all want worked on, come give me a call. Send them my way. I'd be happy to fix you up. But yeah, that's it, man. Just doing some work, taking care of the pups.
I have softball games tonight.
How many? It's supposed to
2.
play 2.
Yeah, and man, I don't know if it's gonna rain or not.
I don't know, man. Y'all, a little quick rain wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't hurt you too much.
Man, it's been raining and fields are already wet and stuff. Like,
Huh?
I'm good. I don't want it to rain at all.
I know y'all hadn't played in 2 weeks, right?
No, last Monday we played it was a light drizzle in both games.
Oh, y'all did play in the rain.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah. It wasn't as bad as that one night. That one night I played in a driving rainstorm. Like my feet were underwater. I was pitching, and it was like I'd get long and I'd be like, this is ridiculous, man.
Oh, that's whenever you damn your clothes was all muddied up.
Oh,
wasn't it?
yeah. Because I have to dry the ball off, and I had a towel and stuff, but it was too much. Like, my towel was wet. Like, I was wiping the ball off with a wet towel. Yeah,
That's not doing too good, man. That's not doing too good.
No.
I might go out and take the longboard out this week though. It's been a while since I had it out, and it's gonna be nice weather through the week. So I think we got a greenway over in Gastonia. I might go hit up the longboard out there. Which, did I tell the story about me falling on the longboard on here? I can't remember.
I could probably ride a longboard. I can ride. I can't do tricks and stuff on a skateboard, but I can ride a skateboard. Like I can get on a skateboard sitting still, flat, just stand on it and start tic-tacking and get it rolling pretty good.
So I have two longboards. I have one that's like built for speed, and it doesn't really have any like tails that go up. But I do have one that's like a surfboard, and it does have tails. But the thing is you don't want to like pop up and do like that. The longboard, they're too long.
How do you that place at Poston? How do you keep your speed up around that thing?
It's in the knees, man. You're using your knees you're pumping with your.
Is there a hill that you start out?
I don't know. I haven't even been there, man.
Yeah, it's called a pump track.
I know they have one over there.
Yeah.
I need to be able to do it. Hell, your daughter can do it.
I would.
I've seen
if
her.
Alyssa can do it. I can do it.
Well, I bet you she's practiced at it.
I'm better at. I'm a better skateboarder than Alyssa is.
Well, you probably could. I've never tried the pump track though, but I want to go. Maybe that's where I'll go and give it a try. I don't know how my longboard will do there. It might be.
Ty's the only skateboarder in the family that can beat me. I'm sure when my grandson's like 3, I'm telling you, Eve was like, he'll probably be doing kickflips when he's 5. And I was like, are you kidding me? I guarantee you Coach does a kickflip when he's 3 years old. At 3 years old, my grandson would do kickflips.
3 years old.
I would not be. Man, have you seen some of these young kids? I've seen 4 and 5-year-olds do them. Like, yeah, it's very possible.
I mean, it is possible. You need to be telling them, if they're watching, to get them in that Montessori stuff, man. Get them buying into the Montessori
We were
school.
talking about the schools the other day.
That's what they need. I mean, they really should, man. That's those kids that start all the way from bottom up, dude, they're geniuses. And they know how to have people skills and stuff too, because they make them do team activities. It really is a good thing for them, the Montessori schools. So,
Coach might be like me, and just when he's like 4 or 5, he'll know that he's a natural leader.
I hope for y'all's sake he does. I hope he figures it out. And he's like, well, I don't really need to learn anything because for one, I already know it. I'm a moss.
I'm sure I've told you this, but like I feel like I excel in supervision.
Like you're the best supervisor. Moss.
Let me give you an example.
Well, please do.
So they're building that big casino. Suppose whoever the head dude that's in charge of everything getting done was to leave from up there today. And somebody that was there, I don't even know anybody, but was like, man, I think I know this guy. That could probably help us out. And they called me and was like, what's up? And they said, could you come up here and talk to us and be like, what's going on? Be like, we got this parking garage and these buildings and all this stuff. Everything's like a third of the way done.
Okay.
And we got a lot of stuff to get done here. And I'd be like, all right. And be like, we need you to be in charge of it, getting it completed. And I'd be like, okay, when's the completion date? Like, is that a reasonable completion date? Mm-hmm. Like, could we possibly be finished ahead of that? I had a few questions, and I'd be like, who's in charge of, like, I'm in charge of everybody, but who's going to be in charge of this, and who's going to be in charge of that, and who's going to be my second, like, who's going to be my right-hand man, and who's going to be my several third hands that are in charge of this, that, whatever. And they'd tell me, I'd be like, all right, bring them all in here, let me have a meeting with them. Show them the deadline, introduce myself. I'm straw boss.
The straw boss.
It's my way now.
Oh my God.
We're going to get this done. It's my way. This is how we're going to do it. And yeah, like I could do that. And it would probably get done fast. Like they've been doing that thing forever.
So they need straw boss.
Somewhere in October, they get ready to have a grand opening.
So they need straw boss. PeteMoss.
Yeah, I've been around like where people's moving and it's just a disaster. And I'm like, look, man, you need to do this. You do like I'm really good at that.
All right.
Sorry, I'm good at delegating authority.
So, this is something completely off subject here. This is something I just thought of. So, not that we're going to do Pete's poetry today, but we could do the Pete's poetry. That's where you would poetry style a song
Right.
in whatever type of accent you wanted to do. And we take an actual piece of poetry and get a beat that you either sing or rap it to.
A regular poem?
Oh yeah,
I can't do that.
Oh, you wouldn't want to do the poem?
That'd be really hard to do.
Nah, man.
Yeah, it actually that would be really hard to do.
Well, I don't know, man. If you had a good beat going in the background, just so you're singing or rapping the words of the poet. This Pete's found this British girl that like
Her
sings.
videos are hilarious. She's got a real British accent. I don't know if I can carry a British accent for that long without laughing and bouncing back between Australian and British. I'd have to hang out with a British person for a few hours and really get my British accent dialed in.
Oh my God.
That would be so much fun. But yes, Star, hopefully we got a really pretty male bulldog from my girl Star that's she's my pit bull. She's in season right now, and actually this afternoon she's got a date.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's ready. She's really ready, poor thing. Like she's been on a hunger strike for 2 days.
Yeah,
about 2.5 days she hadn't ate.
They have another little dog in here, and she's a big pit bull, and they've got a little dog, and he's fixed. They've been trying to get the little dog to handle business, and
he's been trying.
He's been trying. Excuse me. Star's been wanting him to, but anyways, today's the day. Hopefully, she's gonna get pregnant, and Pete's gonna have some puppies get put on the move.
Miss Big Star is gonna have her puppies.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Big Star is out here at Monkey Boo Land, because that's where we're at, the Monkey Boo Land studios right here. The office studio at Monkey Boo Land. She is the front line of defense at Monkey Boo Land. If you get past Star, I don't care what creature you are, human, alien, bear, dog. If you get past Star, you have been deemed a threat.
Yeah.
You will be dealt with accordingly.
Yeah.
Like, she's a friendly, loving dog, but like, man.
She got a big bark, man.
Well, there's a Rottweiler that lives a little ways from here, and they don't never keep it tied up. And early one morning, I took my trash down, and that Rottweiler and his little running mate was down there, and he was like 30 or 40 feet from me, barking at me, and Star was like, "Oh no." She went running at that dog, and he like bowed up, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I had flip flops and stuff on. I was like, "I am gonna have to pull Star off of this dog," she got like 15 feet away from him, and all of a sudden, man, he just turned around and bolted up the street.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm not messing with her.
He was like, he realized like he was wanting to stand there and run. He was wanting to stand there and bark, and Star was like, nah. she had quit barking. She had them ears pinned back. She was coming in low too.
So last week for the podcast, whenever I came by, I noticed a black snake out in front of Pete's, right next to his house over here. And that's what he sounded like when I tried to throw that snake on him.
No,
when I picked the snake up.
Chris, that was an old face lie. I picked it up and I threatened it. I was like, what if I was to throw this on you? I was like, get your phone out first. Turn the camera on. Because I had it on the end of the rake. A black snake was like 4 feet long.
It was close.
Yeah, and I was like, I picked it up. I was like, for real, get your phone out. He's like, don't play.
No, for real, he did pick it up though and act like he was going to throw it on me. I like to pretend like it was him that was running away like a little girl, but it wasn't.
I touched his tail, didn't I, with my finger?
I think you may have tried to. I don't know if you touched that snake's tail.
I did.
I don't know, man.
I've touched a cobra before. I've touched a big python that hates people. That python's like 10 feet long.
No.
Yeah. But it was wrapped around a rabbit. A big giant.
What?
It's a frozen rabbit. I mean, you got to feed them snakes at the sanctuary. So
yeah.
They get these rabbits and they're frozen and they thaw them out. And then, because my Uncle Jeff was with me
What?
I ain't told you about this. It's freaking. I was so mad at him. I was like, I can't believe that. He was watching through like an observation glass, and it's like a, man, it ain't quite as big as this room. Plywood, big wooden box. That's what that snake was in at the place. So they were going in to clean up, and so he was watching. We were at the door on the other side. He was watching through the glass, big glass. He's like, when we started up the door, he's like, that snake's coming that way. He's like, my gosh, it's big. So she opened the door, and sure enough, it was trying to pop his head out. She pushes the door back, and it finally backed up, and she threw the rabbit in there, and it right around it. And then she's like, all right, it's safe to go in. And I don't know if you noticed about dealing with snakes, though you might learn something. You want some Listerine. You know how Listerine burns our mouth?
Uh-huh.
Oh, the snake's mouth's nasty. Nasty. That's like pouring lava down in their mouth.
Oh, okay.
So she actually had a bottle of Listerine. I was like, because we showed on the video before we went in there, like, this is just in case something was to go south. This will help us.
Really?
This is an asset to us.
Is that for any snakes, or is it just
so.
certain kinds?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of them.
Huh.
They're really nasty.
Okay.
Listerine.
All right. Listerine. So if you're messing with snakes, make sure you got a little spray bottle with some Listerine.
But once we was in there, and it wrapped around, I went in, I was videoing, and we were in Florida, and my uncle had did a trip with me. I had the monkeys with me. I didn't take Boo in there with me. Boo did touch the cobra with me, but I couldn't go into with that big snake with him. So I'm in there, and she's showing me that it's okay to touch it. She's got his hand out, like, I wouldn't put them things bite, and it's a non-cauterizing bite. You're gonna bleed from those, like, their teeth ain't no joke.
Man, hell no.
The snake's tail's huge. But
No.
anyway, I did touch it a little bit a couple times. I was like, all right. Do you know what my Uncle Jeff was thinking while he was watching me in there with that snake?
What?
Literally, I wonder if he's got the keys. And I was like, that's what you were worried about? If I had the keys? He's like, well, yeah.
Well, trying to make sure I can get home.
Yeah. He's like, well, yeah.
You get 8.
And I was like, the fact that snake something could have happened, it could have turned south in there. Like, he goes, well, yeah, that's when I want to know if you had the keys or not.
Man, what?
I was like, did you think in my moment of death, I was going to sling the keys out for you, try to throw them out something? I was like,
there ain't no way,
no.
dude.
I said,
no.
I was like, if it went crazy, I said, you wouldn't come up in that door and try to help me? And he's like, well, what I'll be able to do? I was like, if it was you, I was like, I'm grabbing me some kind of stick or something. I said, I'm coming through. I said, man,
this is a 10-foot snake.
I said, I would bite the shit out of that snake for you on the side. I said, life and death to save your life. I was like, you're not a complete stranger. You're my Uncle Jeff. You're one of my favorite people in the world. Like, yes. And he's like, oh.
Would you?
I said, I guess we look at each other's relationship differently, Uncle Jeff. I was like, I'm willing to, like, I'm coming in there. He's like, shouldn't been there to start with.
Would you guys bite a snake to save your friend? You know, if it was life or death.
Family member, like,
you gonna bite the snake?
I'm just saying, if I didn't have nothing else and it started trying to get me to, like, yes.
Oh my God, man. Well, you know, I'm not biting the snake, man. If the snake's already got you, I don't know if I'm gonna bite the snake to save you, man. If it's already got you,
you know, and that's funny because I just, like, since you say that, you wouldn't bite a snake to save my life. Wow.
I mean, but I would try to get the snake off, but
the 100 gorilla things, like, I think you could beat off 100 gorillas. 100 gorillas. I think you could beat them off.
No, I don't want to beat them off. No, I'm good on that.
I signed you up to beat off 100 gorillas. I said, oh, yeah, he definitely did that. Yeah, you got to get close to them. They're going to use a hole.
Oh, my God, dude.
That's a half-inch stainless steel wall.
That is horrible.
With holes in it. There's
That's
going to be 100 gorillas waiting for you. They're going to love you.
I think they might love you.
I see that on something. I was like, I can't wait to throw that in there today.
It could be all damn, Pete. Thanks, buddy.
I got a buddy that he's so naive. I'm going to call him and I'm going to tell him like that he could beat off 100 gorillas. He's going to go, you really there, Ken? I'm like, yeah, dude, definitely.
No, you ain't getting me like that. I caught on. I was like, wait a minute now.
Now, are you more scared of snakes or spiders? And a lot of, like, what do you guys?
I'm probably more scared of I'm probably more scared of a snake than a spider.
Oh yeah, spider, you can step on them.
Yeah, that was my thought, man. I mean, I whenever I see cool spiders like writing ones and stuff, I'm getting down trying to look at them and see, they look interesting. But
I wonder what all the rotting spider. That's the big black and yellow spider. I wonder what all. I know they're in the southeast.
yeah,
They said, did anybody ever tell you if it writes your name before the sun goes down that something's gonna happen to you? I can't remember. What it was.
I've heard something like that. It's like a death thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't never seen one spell my
I don't believe
name.
in no spider sorcery. I'm sorry. Never. I was like, no, it don't. I remember when I was a kid, somebody told me that I was little, and the other kids was like, and I was like, you don't do that. I was like, man, that's not possible.
How do you know?
Nah.
It could.
Nah.
I mean, I ain't never seen one write my name though, so I don't know. I have no say so.
We
But
have some of those around here. Like we'll have them.
Oh yeah. Well, with the weather, it's been funky this year, I think, and it's been happening for a few years. It's been taking longer and longer before it starts to get hot for the summer in the South. I mean, I remember
We're just all we've had is humidity so far
yeah.
this year.
I mean, I remember come April, towards the end of April, it was already hot. That's a typical Southern thing for where we are, and it just hadn't been like that this year at all.
Summer comes later and lasts. I think summer's lasted until late September, early October out here. I mean, we might have a few cool days because it's starting to be fall, but man, we swam until October in our pool last year.
But yeah, I mean, last year, man, I don't really recall like all the trees losing leaves and stuff. It seems like last year they never did really lose all the way.
Oh,
It was bald
I
out
can show
here.
you guys like out the window from me. Like literally all I see is trees.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go like off the side of our property, like the straight way we're facing, there's actually man, it's not like the Rocky Mountains or even the mountains of North Carolina, but it is a mountain, it's a state park.
Oh yeah.
But it's not that high.
No,
I
you can.
I'm not gonna hike to the top of it.
Have you never hiked to the top of it?
Crap, no.
Well, what really?
Well, like I'm gonna tell you right now, about a year ago, it was during summer. They made that cement walking path at the beginning of it somewhere.
Yeah.
This dude had a picture of an eastern diamondback rattlesnake that was bigger than the ones I seen in Florida. This thing was like 6 feet long.
Oh shit. Dude, right down here in Kings Mountain, they got a sign up on the walking trail out there that states, "Watch out for the Kings Mountain bear." And last time I went up there, I walk the dogs up there every now and again. And last time I went, they had a sign that said, "Don't walk without your bear spray." And as I was walking up, they have a butterfly garden like up this hill up there. And I was walking up and ran into a guy that was walking his dogs. And he told me, he was like, "Hey, man, just so you know, keep a lookout." He was like, "I saw there's 2 spots right at the very top where there's bear scat up there." And I got up to the top and sure as the world, bear poop. And I turned myself right around and
Are
went
you
right
allowed
back.
to carry a thing with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're good.
Yeah. I mean, I've got some.
I thought it was
bring with me.
not the spray, something that actually eliminate the bear with.
Oh, no. You can take bear spray. I mean, you can't take your little bang bang or anything with you. I mean, I guess if you have it concealed, you might be able to, but
I'm not going if I can't. Like, I'm not, man. No. I'm not messing with no bear.
dude,
Do you know what a bear is capable of?
man, they claim that if you just scream at them, if you make enough noise, that they don't want to come mess around with the people making noise. But do you think that's the same whenever the bear is full on attacking you? Whenever the person is sitting there screaming and the bear is just going at them?
At it and the bear's like, like sometimes you might say something to it. If you see people say something to somebody and then be like, "Hey, you need to shut your," maybe like they'll turn around like, "What'd you say?" Like what if the bear, like people say scream bear, but what if that bear's like, "You talking to me?"
Yeah, you talking to me?
Like he's looking around like, I know you're not talking to me. Rah! Take a couple steps towards like, rah! Say something else.
I mean,
nah, man, I am not messing with no bear, dude.
I mean, I've been to Yellowstone before, and they tell you there, for one, they tell you don't hike by yourself, period. They tell you to make sure you take a buddy with you hiking. But they tell you, man, whenever you're out there, clap your hands, scream, "Hey, bear," and, make noise, play music on your phones. They tell you to do that kind of stuff to try to make noise because the bears don't like the noise.
Man, it was sad, that dude that thought he was friends with the Grizzlies and they accepted him as one of them. And then...
and then...
what happened to him and his girlfriend, and I think there was like an audio of it or something too. It's like some of you guys may know what I'm talking about. It's not been that long ago, within the last year. But yeah, there was this dude, and for like a few years, I think he was like a regular person. And he turned into like a hippie, but he was going out to pretty sure it was at Yellowstone, and staying. But he stayed further into the season when they're getting ready to go into hibernation, and so they really won't eat. And yeah, man, he got like. You know, like I feel terrible for the guy, but bro, like, dude, you was out there with bears, man. Like, you know, like that's.
How stupid can you be?
I mean,
you know,
I have 3 capuchin monkeys, and a lot of people would say, and we're gonna get into this on the podcast. This episode is coming up.
Yeah.
But and it'll be a really fun, interesting episode. I think it'll get a good many views. I feel like I've earned the right to speak on it, but like. Even though I have 3 capuchin monkeys, a lot of people say, "Oh, you have wild animals." All right. Definition of a wild animal, in my opinion, first off, it has to be able to survive in the wild. My monkeys have no concept of the wild.
Oh yeah, they be looking.
They don't really. They don't even really know like what the real wild. They don't even know that shit exists.
Yeah.
Like they know there's some trees and some woods out there probably, but man, they ain't got no. They don't know.
Yeah. They'd be out there waiting for food in a couple hours.
Like 95% of the animals Boo's encountered in his life, he'd be like, "Hey," and he literally says "hey" to animals. It's like he's saying a little noise, and it sounds just like he's saying "hey," and it's adorable. There's hundreds of videos on Monkey Boo's YouTube channel showing it.
Yeah.
Like so, now do I have exotic pets? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. I won't argue with that one.
Yeah.
But then. You know, there's a lot of people who have primates and other exotic animals as pets that, like, I disagree with how they do it. There's a lot of things. It just depends. Like, we're going to talk about it. And a lot of people, like, I have to explain this without being a hypocrite because even though I own my monkeys and I'm going to continue to make videos with them that make people happy, and I mean, that's my main thing. That's really what I do. Until we, even if we had the biggest sponsor in the world, if I had a Joe Rogan contract with the podcast, I would still do my stuff with the monkeys.
Oh yeah,
I owe it to my people. I've been, you know, we have millions of followers. Like I'm never gonna go away from that.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Yeah. You worked hard for that.
but I would never like I'm actually kind of against people having them as pets.
Yeah,
but. I mean, my monkeys they're not pets. My monkeys are my life. They're literally my way. Like, everything I do has to be planned around my monkeys. Everything.
I mean, and I get that. You know, I don't have any kids. I have dogs.
It's more than kids, man. It's a lot easier to get a babysitter with kids.
Yeah. I mean, shit, dude, I have dogs, man. It's not... I mean, you're my dog setter, so...
Yeah. Bernard.
Yeah, a little Burn and Loon. That's what I call him.
He sends me emails and he refers to himself as Bernard, his dog Bernie. Bernie's been on one of the podcasts with us, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in here with us.
Yeah, Luna was up here
Bernard.
too.
We couldn't have Star in here. Star is freaking maniac. Her tail would knock the stuff over. She crawls on us. She'd be licking me, and then she'd be licking Chris. It'd just get weird up in here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we don't need to have that kind of three-way house.
My dog is very, very affectionate. And she's just like, she don't drool, but she has to, like, her mouth is like 100 times juicier than LL Cool J's. She'll get up and lick. Remember how you seen LL Cool J? He's got a juicy mouth. Her Stars is 100 times juicier, and man, she'll lay in the bed and she don't drool. Now, if she lays in one spot, she might a little bit on the sheets, but she'll get up beside you. She always nestles up to me, and she'll be like. It's like after about 30 or 40 seconds, like, Star, for the love of God, stop doing that. It's like, just get my mouth right.
Oh my God,
it's so funny.
That is hilarious, dude.
Star is a trip.
My dogs do the paw licking whenever they go to sleep. Man, in the bed, that's what I hear is Bernie and Luna both.
Star's in heat, and she is losing her mind right now for like 3 nights in a row. she never gets in trouble from Tina.
Yeah.
Like, she's actually a good dog.
Yeah.
But the last 3 nights, because she's getting out of bed, her and Peanut are acting stupid. She's in, like, when I've got up in the morning, Star's been in her kennel. She's getting in trouble at night. It's pretty funny.
Well,
Yeah, so hopefully on Friday I'll have some good news that we have some doggy babies in the oven. I can't wait to live stream Star's birth.
oh yeah,
I'm a live streaming on TikTok or something
heck yeah,
for sure.
that'd be
That's
exciting.
like an 18-hour stream.
Yeah, because I tried last time and didn't.
Yeah,
it
she-
didn't take.
No,
So
Well,
this
she,
is.
she did had like a false pregnancy or something, but
They say something happened.
yeah, it didn't work out right.
Well, hopefully there's enough time, but that's going down today. Star's getting her.
Yeah, guys, make sure you go back and watch Friday. I told Chris over the weekend. I think Friday. I've had fun doing every single one of these podcasts, but number 13 on Friday the 13th was probably about the most fun we've had on one. Today, like the secret I talked about at the beginning is when we walked upstairs, we really had no idea what we were, other than the little bit of the chat. But I didn't tell him I was going to call him out on everything. I just said, he said running, and I said, all right. And let's retract to that. 60 feet, 30 yards.
No, we said 20 yards.
Okay, 20 yards, 60 feet. You're going to run backwards and I run forwards.
Yep,
And you think you can outrun me.
I do.
You're going to fall down. There's no way you can run backwards and keep up with me.
I don't know.
And I'm
man.
not, I'm going to tell you, I am not really a sprinter. I'm not lightning fast.
I've got a.
My burst is really good. Like, I could probably out jump you still. Vertical jump. I had the highest vertical in my high school. They had track coaches come because they was like, you can I could dunk a basketball in 10th grade.
Now that's something I can't do. I can't dunk a basketball.
I could dunk in the 10th grade.
Can
And
you
the
still?
coaches were like, this don't make no sense. And I was like, what do you mean, coach? They're like, you can out jump everybody in the school on a vertical, but you're like very average speed. That like normally somebody that has a really high vertical would be really, really quick and fast. The first 3 steps, like that's one of the reasons I was really good at basketball, because I have a great burst and I can jump. But like top end speed over anything, basketball course, that's easy. You can be quick and not fast in basketball.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Quick helps. I'm quick, but I'm not fast.
All right.
Never was.
No,
Like the mile,
It's been a while
the
since
mile
I've
was
ran.
like I hated running the mile.
Yeah, running the long
Man,
distance.
I probably never broke a 7-minute mile in my life. Even when I was like doing junior Olympics and swimming and stuff, like I just didn't like running.
No, the fastest mile I ever did was probably 8.5, 9 minutes.
Oh, you probably did it fast. I thought you rode some kind of long distance or something in school.
No, I could have. I've got stamina for days. I can just go and go and go. Maybe it's stubborn is what it might be, but I can just
That's
go.
what she told me.
Oh man.
Hey, and before we wrap this up, you've heard the "that's what she said" thing, right?
Oh yeah.
I know you're not going to believe me when I tell you
Oh
this.
God, here we go.
I started that.
No. Did you now?
I can tell you the story. real quick.
Let's hear it.
It's either 2009 or 2010. Because think about it, before 2009, 2010, go back 15 years ago, did you ever hear anybody say, that's what she said? No.
I don't know.
Probably not.
All right. Well, tell me the story.
We
Let's
were
hear it.
at VidCon the first day, that's the big YouTube thing. And we were backstage because, Ty was already a big shot on YouTube.
Okay.
We were backstage hanging out with, of the 20 biggest people on YouTube, probably 10 at the time, 10 of them was in the room with us, backstage at VidCon. We're hanging out back here, like the green room or whatever.
Yeah.
And and there's thousands and thousands of YouTube people there, fans and YouTubers and all that. And they had ordered some pizzas or something. They were putting something in a box, and that one of them girls that was doing it said something about it's way too big to get it all in there or something like that. And I went, that's what she said. And everybody started laughing. Like everybody just thought it was like the funniest thing they ever heard. I don't know what made me say it. I was like, that's what she said. And so that weekend at VidCon, we all parted ways from after that part was over with.
Okay.
And everybody started saying that. And by the end of the weekend, everybody was walking around and at Center City, LA, at VidCon at the Century City Hotel, going, "That's what she said."
That's what she
The
said.
convention center. That's what she
All
said.
right. So
And
made famous by
and
Pete.
years later, people still say it. Like I'm just like how cool is it? You've heard that saying. You've heard other people use it and stuff. I've seen it in movies.
But I mean,
I've seen it on TV shows and stuff. Like
sounds like you need to get a lawyer. But
be hard to go back and legally prove it. But I was there. I lived that shit. Okay, like if somebody's like, "Yeah, like don't care."
No, I was there.
Yeah,
I started it.
Yeah, it's like if it was some crazy girl adventure that I had when I was young, somebody's like, "That didn't happen." Like, I don't care if you don't believe me. If I lived it, kiss my butt. I'm that kind of like. If you're playing poker at a big game, there's a lot of people around, and you have 4 aces, and you make a big bet, and the other person's like, and they fold. If they fold, you don't have to show your hand.
Yeah.
Are you going to show your 4 aces?
If I had 4 aces and they fold,
Just to show it, just like, oh yeah, I had it. I had 4 of a kind.
maybe.
Or a straight flush,
Maybe
or something like that.
it depends.
Even a royal flush.
It depends if I like the person or not. If I didn't like him, no, I wouldn't show it to him.
So when I'm playing poker, like the rush that people get flipping them cards over and showing, man, I get way more of a rush being the only person that knew.
No, yeah.
Leaving everybody else going.
He didn't have it.
He didn't have it.
Yeah,
That's
because they never know.
Like yeah, and like man, I have mucked a straight flush before. I've mucked 4 of a kind.
It didn't show.
Yeah, if you don't call the bet at the end.
Not even if you were playing with your boys.
Oh, I mean friendly games, but like in a tournament or something like that. Oh no, man, that's adrenaline. That's my energy drink.
Yeah, well, that, and if you show, then they're gonna start to familiarize themselves with what you did.
That too, but like sometimes, man, a monster hand like that, people just can't help but show it. But
do they do the big tournaments up here in Kings Mountain?
no, they ain't got poker tables in there yet.
Do they not?
They have the temporary. They have live tables with blackjack and 3-card poker and
3 cards
stud and craps tables and roulette.
Okay, so they're not set up yet. That's wait till they open all the way for that.
Yeah, and then who knows how many people will actually be in there playing poker. Hold'em's not as popular as it used to be. Like, if you go to Vegas, there's only certain casinos they have a lot of it, but that's because everybody goes to them places to play.
I mean, what's the typical buy-in for those things?
Oh, the circuit events for WSOP, most of them, unless it's the main event, which is usually like sort of between 15 and 2,000 to buy into.
That's not bad.
But the other circuit events, they'll be like 50 or 100,000 guaranteed payout, but they're usually like 500, between 400 and 600 to buy into.
See, I should go and join one of those one day. It's been a while since I played cards. I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't win, but you really never know if the cards come your way or not. And
it's funny playing in those, even with the pros sitting there and some at some of your tables. I'd rather play with the pros. There's some bad players.
Oh, I bet just people that don't know how to play at all, that are just there trying to get lucky.
I had 2 dudes split a pot on me. I had pocket kings, and I made a big raise. I didn't want no act, because the way you do the blinds and the antes and stuff, like take it down pre-flop. If you got a couple people in there with chips, and I had pocket kings. I made a pocket kings raise. Both the blinds folded. And 2 people that they could have folded absolutely for free.
Yeah.
They both called, and on the first 3 cards they had nothing. I had a king. I had 3 of a kind. I had 3 kings.
All right.
No flush draw out there. Rainbow flop. No, I didn't have to worry about a flush. There wasn't no possible straight out there yet. So I made a bet, and both of them called, and I was like, surely they got 3 of a kind too, but I had the highest 3 of a kind, and we got to the river, and I bet it all the way out, and I shoved on the river, and well, of course they both called me. Both of them played a 6-8 offsuit.
Ooh, offsuit, huh?
And gut shotted on their turn and the last card.
Oh,
like it was like a 7 and a 9 or whatever the card. I was like,
what are you gonna do?
And that man, and I'm if I get beat in the hand, like I'm usually all right. Like I had a pro suck out on me right before a break one time, and he was just trying to, he was just being stupid.
Yeah.
And he actually sucked out on me real bad, and he was like, damn, I got lucky, and I was like, you fucking think? And everybody around heard me. I was pissed, but those dudes, that one guy looked at him and went, nice read. And I was like, and I was like, the fuck did y'all read? I was like, I said, I bet 5 times the blind pre-flop. I said, I got called by a 6-8 offsuit, not once, but twice. I said, on the flop, you guys had nothing but you needed double gut shot for a straight. I was like, you hit one of them on the turn, which even more decreases your chance of hitting it on the river. I was like, and I made y'all pay all, like, over half your chips to get there, and you beat me on a 2% thing, both of you, like, which is the chances of y'all doing that makes it like a 0.5%.
Yeah.
I was like, and you're gonna tell him nice read? I was like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I said, both of y'all be out of there. And they took me out. I said, y'all won't last another damn hour in this.
Yeah.
Cause it was fair to everything. I was pretty hot. That was brutal. Brutality of that.
Brutality.
But yeah, so we're gonna have him. I gotta call Barry. He's a poker dealer for WSOP. We're gonna get into talk about who the best poker players and stuff are.
Heck yeah, I'm down with that. I'd like to hear some poker stories in general.
I think Phil Ivey and Negrano, they're tough. The poker player I'd most like to play heads up against, Phil Hellmuth, for sure.
Yeah, I like Hellmuth.
Nah, I don't like him.
I like him as a player.
I did see a dude talking junk to him. I can't remember the guy's name. He always wears like a tank top. He don't dress real good and stuff at all. But man, he was giving.
What are we talking about?
He was talking crap to Helmuth. They were playing heads up in a tournament, up tournament, and man, he was talking so much shit to Phil Hellmuth. He had Phil Hellmuth rattled up.
Yeah.
But he was talking. But bro, he was catching a straight, a full house. He was getting hit by so many hands. And honestly, the laydowns that Phil Hellmuth was doing in a heads up match was amazing. And like he had quad kings one time, and I think Hellmuth had a full house and laid it down. Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Because if he had a king, he had a bigger full house.
I've seen Hellmuth lose whenever he had a full house.
Like you can have pocket aces. If he raises you with 8-9, what the hell are you doing in his pocket? Why did you called that with? Yeah, I called you with pocket aces, Phil. And I've seen him call people stupid, and like I'd be like, hold on, time out. like I'm not going to do nothing to jeopardize the money I'm going to try to win in this tournament. But if you call me stupid one more time, the first time we're somewhere where I can't be suspended from playing in this tournament, I'm going to bust your ass.
Yep.
Like, call me stupid one more time.
Yep.
Like,
if I see you in the grocery store, you're going to get popped in the head with a can of beans, man. I'm telling you.
It's certain, like I've seen him literally call people stupid and stuff. Like I'd be like, time out. But like, let me tell you something. Like, in a little while, we're not going to be under the guidance of WSOP or WSP. Like, we're just going to be two dudes that are running across each other in the lobby down there. Like, Phil Hellmuth could be a real jerk.
Yeah, I know it can. Some of those people can.
I made Chris Moneymaker so mad in Daytona, dude. I worked him over too. I got him. I made him show his hand. I had aces. He had a king 9. Made him show it to the whole table.
Oh, damn.
Made him block. He blocked me on Twitter sitting there. I'll talk so much shit to him. Like, I've seen him since then in St. Louis. And Chris Moneymaker, I was like, you know my name? He's like, Pete Moss. I was like, you still got me blocked on Twitter? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, dude, I clowned him so bad.
That's funny, dude.
It was in his own tournament. Oh, and because Hatchet and all of them, they were playing at his house on Friday night. I was in Florida then, so I went over there. And I was playing in that tournament. And they're like, oh, man, get your picture made with him. And I was like, hell no. I was like, all these people in here riding this dude's ass and stuff like he's somebody. I was like, he's terrible, man.
Yeah.
I was like, he ain't even no good. I was like, he's sloppy. Man, I was clowning him because his buttons were messed up on his shirt, wasn't lined up, and his hair was. I was like, dude, that's the clothes you was wearing yesterday. Probably you wearing the same shit. From
that's
yesterday.
horrible, man.
I was like, you slept all day, got up, come back to the poker place. I was like, and the dealer told me like 3 times, and I was like, he probably didn't even brush his teeth. I'm just saying. Like, oh yeah, like I had that dude rattled
That's
up.
funny, dude.
Like I don't know, I just got on. It kind of started. He started it. I don't remember what he said, but I was like, man, fuck me. I was like, oh, let me get. And I was like, I sent a little thing. I was like, oh, and I seen him. His phone went ding. I seen him look up, and he was like, I was like, you ain't the only one with a bunch of followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then
That
he
is
blocked me.
funny.
Because I asked him on Twitter, I was like, did you just get check raised out of 25% of your chips on the second hand of your tournament?
So he was like, all right, that's enough. Click. Block.
But like I said, I seen him read it, and he looked up. And he was like, and I was like, sup? And that's where it started from.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. But all right, guys, it is Monday. Stars going to make some babies. We got Monkey BooCrew softball games tonight. Hopefully it don't rain. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with the rain.
Yeah. It needs not to rain. You need to get out there and play.
For sure.
Yeah, especially if you're going to try to hit up. We're going to try push-ups, clapping push-ups again next week. Or,
we can do them Friday, whatever. I could do them right now if I had to.
No, we'll wait. We'll wait.
Dude,
We'll wait.
I knew you'd say that.
Man, I went to the gym, man. My arms are sore today. I worked on the arms. I had to do some like backs of the arms because the backs of my arms was a little jiggly. So
Okay.
we'll go Friday, but we are gonna do.
If I was doing this podcast, if there's an episode, if I have to do it by myself and you're not here, I'm going shirtless.
Right now, I look better shirtless than you do.
I'm not sitting on this couch together with you without a shirt on. Sorry, we're not sitting here without shirts on together.
I'm telling you, I've been working
It
out.
ain't like we're at the beach or something. We're not sitting up here in the upstairs bedroom of my house without shirts on together, Chris. Not happening. But
Well, if you're trying to get some views, I don't know if you with your shirt off is gonna do any good. We need a young man like me in here.
man, I'll go down to the basement and work my bag. And hey, I got this new thing. We might have to try it sometime. So it hangs up on the wall. Tina was like, hang it up there. I was like, man, you could, because you kind of tap it, but you have to hit it. It's got these like UFC like type gloves.
Okay.
And it's kind of like it's like an octagon. It's got two, and then two in the middle lights.
Okay.
And they light up, and you
Like Simon says.
throw kind of, yeah, but you throw combinations at it.
I got you. So like it lights up and shows you what to hit, and you got to hit the same thing.
Yeah, you got to hit it as it's like that.
Okay.
It's got different levels, different speeds. It's actually a great workout, like for your arms.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Oh, hang on, watch." I was like, because when you get to going fast, you
Oh, you like to punch a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I was like, you're going to hang up on the basement on that brick wall. I said, that damn, I have the whole house shaking doing that.
Hell yeah, we'll have to give it a try.
My 80-pound bag, I have a stand-up it's got 80 pounds of sand in it. It was like it was the night I put all the sand and stuff in it. Man, I don't remember. No, I don't remember if I had the gloves on then or not, because I don't always use. I got nice gloves, but big gloves, but I don't always use them. But man, I spent like a 45 second just pop, 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 pop. I was wearing that thing out, and I finished with a left and two real quick, and that last right that I threw is like a right hook. I stepped in and followed with the elbow. And I can, a lot of people I can knock my bag over,
Right.
and it's not a push. I can do it. You can stand there and watch, like that's clear. I can, and that's 80 pounds is a good bit to tip over.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. So, well, anyway, that night when I stepped in, on the bottom of it, it's got these like suction cups all the way around it, and inside each one of them is a bolt where it's bolted on there with a bolt coming down with a nut on it.
Yeah.
And I had on flip-flops, or I was barefoot, I don't remember. But I didn't have no foot protection on. And like I said, boom, boom, boom. And that thing tilted back. And I stepped in on it. And when it come down, one of them suction cups, the bolt right in the middle of it, come down right square in the middle of my big toe.
Oh, my God.
Right on the nail. And I like immediately went to the floor. And the bag was still standing there like, what? What's up? Oh, bitch. Boo was standing there looking at me like, man, you all right? I was like, oh gosh. Like, I was like, I don't even remember who I talked to. I was like, I think I'm about to call my mom.
That is
my toes messed up. It
That's
hurt.
hilarious, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, so I learned on my bag because I can't make it bounce off the ground but it makes me use my distance. It makes
Oh yeah. Keep your feet back.
my bag's a toe. It's a toe hunter. But yeah,
The toe hunter.
yeah, that thing that hangs up on the wall. Like, yeah, we may have to go down to the basement one day during one of the lives and we'll swat on the bag some see what that'll be fun.
All right, I'm down.
Hear all the professionals from online give us their critiques on it. Like, you need to do this, but I'm like, okay.
There's professionals everywhere that want to tell you how to do something.
All right, real quick if there was one celebrity you could do a celebrity boxing match with because you don't like them or whatever, who would you pick?
John Stamos.
You couldn't hit John Stamos. You couldn't hit. Man, no, man. This needs somebody. You need to hit him with bad intentions. Like, it's a boxing match, man. Like,
I don't know. It's not that I can't think of any actors or famous people that I just don't like that. But I mean,
I think he's too old. Or I would definitely box Bono. I don't like Bono. I would box Bono because they're older. I'd do a handicap match with Bono and the Edge. Because I don't know nothing.
Bono and the Edge?
There ain't nothing edgy about that dude.
Man, come on now. I figured you would have said your boy old Jack and Diane.
Nah, he's too old.
No. You can get him in his prime. Before he was, back before he smoked.
There's a couple of people from like Facebook or TikTok that I would, but I'm just not going to name drop like that.
Right.
It just start drama.
Yeah.
But there is a couple people I can say right now, like absolutely, like 100% sign me up. Let's do pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Please, let's do it. But trying to think. Besides, let's see. Is there somebody celebrity I really just don't like?
Would you take on Sylvester Stallone? He's always been in good shape. He'd be a handful.
Yeah. He old, man.
Man, he is old, but Dwayne, isn't that his name in the Tulsa Kings? Dwayne Manfredi? Dwight.
Man, that's a show. It's a TV show, man.
Dwight Manfredi would, man, he would take you down.
I got news for Sly Stallone. If it was to happen, first off, he's older than me. He's probably older than my mom.
Oh, yeah.
He's in his, and if it was to happen, I know he's a big, strong dude and whatever. You use Rocky, whatever. But I got news flash for you. Once it starts, this is real fucking life. Mickey is not going to be in your ear going, come on, Rock, one more time. There ain't going to be none of that, bro. Ain't nobody yelling cut. Ain't nobody yelling stop. Hold on, cut. Reset the lighting. Ain't none of that going. It's real. It's a whole different ball game. It's not a movie.
Would you fight Squall on live?
Absolutely. I'd prefer it.
I wish I could get y'all to do it.
But I'm trying to think, is there a celebrity that I really don't like? I know there is.
And I said I can't really think of either. I'm not hating on too many celebrities now.
Unlike celebrities.
Would you fight Diddy? He'd be coming strapped with some baby oil. What if Diddy was chasing?
I'd murder.
Diddy was chasing
as
you
Joe
around.
Rogan likes to talk about when he's talking about stuff that happens in some UFC. If he come at me with some baby oil on him, I would murk Diddy, murk him. Wow. Yeah, nasty. Hell no. I don't mess.
He's chasing you, squirting you with
and real quick,
the bottle.
Everybody loves that song. I love it when you call me Big Papa. You can't listen to that song no more, guys, because going into it, and Diddy says, "Tell your friends to get with my friends. We can do this every weekend." And what is he? Something he repeats.
Yeah. He's like, all right.
Man, that song come out in the 90s. In the like 96, 97.
Probably 90. Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Probably the year Tupac died, 96. That's how long ago that song come out. He's talking about freak offs. In that song, it's like, man. I was like, wow, man. I was like, we can't listen to Biggie no more. because of
Man, I don't know. I'm
I
still
can't mess with him, dude.
I'm still until I hear about everything that's happened and it all just comes out.
The only thing I know of 1,000% beside
Man, quit listening to Juicy, man.
where he assaulted that girl, that was jacked up. He deserves to get in trouble for that. There's video to video. Don't damn lie about that.
Yeah.
He's guilty of that, and he's 100% being guilty of being absolutely fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's true.
He is disgusting, dude. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Like we were talking about, I'm not going to say what he does. You guys may have heard, not look it up, like what he was, the thing he was into. And like I've heard of a lot of people being into a lot of crazy stuff. Like, but that damn near takes the cake. And I've heard some weird stuff that people are into. Really weird. But that's freaking weird, man. Like, there's not a letter for that. There's not a letter for that. And I ain't nothing against nobody that falls into the letter categories, but there is not a letter for that.
Well,
sorry.
Well, we'll see what happens there. But
down goes Diddy, down. I can't. I just can't think, but I can't really think of a celebrity that I really dislike that much.
No, I can't either. I still want Joey Diaz. I wish that we would have somebody reach out and have a challenge with the.
Well, we'd go to Jersey for that.
Yeah.
Where he's at.
Oh yeah. Like
so you can even get me out of my element.
We would love to have an edible challenge between Pete and Joey Diaz.
Just don't hit me deep into it and be like when it's like is it hit him? Like, yeah, I'm like, wonder how the monkeys are doing. I'll be on FaceTime and be like, monkeys, Daddy's going to the airport. I'll be home in a couple hours. I get that monkey anxiety when I'm away from it. We'll talk about that on the Exotic Camel.
Yeah, that's coming up soon. We'll see. We'll see what next week's going to hold for us.
All right, guys.
Next week, Crystal episode 15.
Yeah, it'll be our Crystal episode, the Crystal one, 15 of them. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, enjoy their week. Hope everybody has a great Monday, the rest of the week. Tuesday, if you see this on Facebook. And we will see you guys on Friday.
Yep.
For some fun.
Yep.
All right, see you guys. Everybody have a great one.
Take care of your mental health, everybody. It's important.